A new Chevrolet EV is coming, will be made in Michigan. Chevrolet will introduce a new electric crossover and build it in Michigan to comply with pending USCMA regulations, the company said on Friday. The unnamed EV will be built and sold alongside the compact Bolt EV after Cadillac releases its first dedicated EV, which was in January. Both cars will. In April 2018, Buick revealed an electric crossover rendering with a claimed 370 miles of range and 550 horsepower. GM did not. On Sunday, Trump said he talked with GM CEO Mary Barra about the Lordstown, Ohio, plant it builds and claimed that she blamed are all coming back to the US. So is everyone else. We now have the best. Similar to that, it will invest more money into its Flat Rock, Michigan, plan to build next General EVs. GM's plan is meant to comply with the USCMA. The new agreement in total, GM estimates it will create 700 new jobs after about 14,000 nationwide and across the Midwest and Canada. $300. Follow MSN Auto's Onanda.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park,